The Wake Up Crew,
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
We have to tell stories. Tell some quiet ones!
Shh, shh. Pa's trying to sleep. We'll be quiet, Pa.
This is the Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Good morning, everyone. It is episode 1939, Thursday, July 2nd. And we're only 2 days until the July 4th. It's the nation's 250th birthday. We're going to be focusing on that a little bit as well in our next two shows today. And glad you're with us. Brian Barrett with me.
Hi.
No, Dalton. Dalton is, where's he at now? Church camp or no? Well, sort of.
Today is the day after their big 4th of July extravaganza at Buchanan. They had that last night.
Oh, so he has to rest. I understand. But anyway, we'll move on without him. It's not that big a deal anymore. We're so used to doing that, just the two of us.
Yeah.
Just the two of us. Okay. We're powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Looking to go solar? MTE's Pro Solar program is committed to educating members on the process and helping them achieve their renewable energy goals. Learn more about Pro Solar and your free consultation. You can visit mte.com/Pro Solar. And also, of course, we are going to go by, or we will drive by. You probably already have. Go by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. Pick up your favorite drink. It's that easy. Just go in, tell them what you want, and you get out of there in just a few seconds. So I don't know if you've been by there. I can't tell if you've got coffee or not over there, but.
Well, I haven't been out of the house since I'm doing it from home today.
Well, I guess not. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I forgot.
Yeah.
I thought you might get up a little early and maybe go get a sip.
No.
It's just old plain old regular coffee.
Yeah.
Your house.
Maybe just on the way in.
Do you get like almond flavored or anything like that with coffee?
I like the mocha flavored stuff. Chocolate.
Oh,
yeah. Iced coffee, especially.
Got a few things a little special tomorrow. You know, you want to tell them about it? Tomorrow. The bird.
Oh, you're just happy we're going to be off work tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Haven't you had enough time off in June? Oh, it's July now, isn't it?
I didn't really enjoy that much. Okay?
I know. I didn't either.
Break.
So yeah, we're going to have best of tomorrow and some special programming around the 4th of July tomorrow during the morning hours. And back on Monday, I think Dalton will be back, and hopefully we'll all three be together in the same room once again, John, I think.
Well, we start that July stretch where, it's coming up. School's going to start back with school supplies and all that kind of thing. It's really just brief. It's really just about a month of no school activity.
I know.
The dead periods in June, all that kind of thing going on. But it's just around the corner. I just don't know if the doctor's going to clear me. But anyway, he may clear me. I don't know. So.
Oh, I think you'll be clear.
You may have to take it a little easier too about carrying. You may have to learn to condense your equipment.
Condense? What do you mean by that? Can't condense.
Well, you carry a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah.
And most of the time you don't ever use it. So you might as well just gamble or just leave it in the car. Have you a box set up with emergency equipment, but don't put it in the bag with you. Now that means you have to go back down from the stadium steps to get it. But we can send the camera guy to do all that.
Well, I do have a bag in the car that's just like extra equipment. But since I did that, we've added more extra equipment.
Well, if you're talking about camera work, he's carrying his own stuff. We're not carrying that. No. I'm going to have Rod. I wonder if Rod, he'd be like a pack mule. We could just put stuff on Rod. I mean, he's not had a heart attack.
Yeah, just load up the 80-year-old guy.
He's older than dirt, but he hadn't had a heart attack. So there you go. Okay, got one little interesting tidbit from the news today. I'm just going to let you have it. Gilbert Martin, who works at Chick-fil-A, I think it's somewhere in the Midwest. He is 92 years old, and he's the guy, the host that walks around, make sure if you need a straw or something like that. He's been working there, and he is 92 years old, still going strong. He works 5 days a week, Monday through Friday.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That is pretty cool.
So when I think about that kind of thing, I go, I feel pretty bad that we just moan and groan about our health issues and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I did get, it's been years ago, but got an email from a guy who said, "You all sure gripe about, having to work, whatever. What if you didn't have a job?" And I said, well, I guess there's a point there, but
Everybody gripes about work.
I
mean,
know.
Even if you're happy at your job, you still gripe about it.
True. That's true.
Yeah. Okay, we've got more to come here on the Wake Up Crew. Stay with us. It's John and Brian this morning, 6:17.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. An extreme heat warning continues. Sunny and hot today. A few mid to late afternoon showers and storms are possible in the area. Highs top out near 100 degrees, with heat index values approaching 110. Winds east-northeast around 5 miles per hour. And then tonight, mostly clear skies, light winds, and lows drop to 75. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 74.
Hi, I am Tina. You never know what you may find at the Habitat Restore.
Hi, I'm Wendy.
Hey, this is Rocky. You never know what you'll find at the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore. Habitat Restore has furniture.
At a great bargain price.
Couches, beds, tables.
We have it all.
At the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore, yeah. If it's here today, you better get it.
Because it may be gone tomorrow.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants, and we're the proud sponsor of election year 2026 on WGNS. And don't forget, never, ever vote Toots on an empty stomach.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Visit Toots.com to order online, for delivery, pickup, or check out our new merch. Toots.com.
Hi, this is Jack Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
Murfreesboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
People that come in to pre-plan their funerals and put it down in writing makes it a whole lot easier on the children at the time of their death. This is what Mama wanted. This is what we're going to do.
Visit murfreesborofuneralhome.com.
Branches is not only a place to go to find help for mental, emotional, and behavioral issues. Branches Wellness is here to provide help in losing weight and in medication management. Branches believes in body, soul, and spirit, ministry, and care for the whole individual. Branches, the place to turn to find hope and healing in the midst of a hurting and sometimes difficult world. Go to branchescounselingcenter.com or 615-904-7170.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
Now you can watch some of your favorite radio shows. Try Big G TV. Subscribe for free on YouTube at News Radio WGNS and WGNS Radio on Facebook and X. Local content that matters to Rutherford County.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Martin Weiss.
In the round of 32 at the World Cup, both Malik Tillman and Flo Balogun found the back of the net. 2-0 win over Bosnia for Team USA, but Balogun did get a red card in the win, so he's going to be unavailable for the round of 16 when the United States will play Belgium. Belgium beat Senegal earlier in the day to advance to the round of 16. England beat DR Congo with 2 second-half goals to advance to the round of 16. They will play Mexico. In the NBA, Jaylen Brown traded from Boston to the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks coming back. The Lakers are acquiring center Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz for 2 unprotected first-round picks and 2 first-round pick swaps, also signing the forward to a 4-year, $130 million deal. Major League Baseball, Junior Camaro's homered in 6 straight games. Rays shut out the Royals 4-0. Tigers 6-2 over the Yankees. Yankees lost 7 straight.
The Wake Up Crew with John, Brian, and Dalton on WGNS.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
Yeah, that's right. Beat the summer heat wave. And, buddy, it is a heat wave with the ultimate refreshment at 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. Whether you're cooling down with the Tropic Thunder Lemonade Frozen Chiller, that just sounds good.
Tropic Thunder.
They probably got the order to you before you can even order it. It's so long of a title. Or a Fruity Pink Paradise Lemonade. They're all about spreading good vibes and ice cold sunshine with every order in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. Boy, I could use one. You know what? It was like 79 this morning when we got up.
I know it's yucky. Air you can wear.
I let the dog out, and this morning, of course, it's almost dark. Really, it's just starting to get a little bit, and my glasses fogged up.
Oh, I know.
Humidity. It's pitiful. Glasswares. This is a tough time of year for them. So, no more laying out in the sun. Not today. So, my son-in-law went out and mowed half the yard, and I think he was like, "I'm done." So, we'll just do little patches at a time. We've got a good neighbor of the day, Brian, for July 2nd, Richard Clark. Today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day for being a shining example of what it truly means to be a good neighbor. Richard Clark is getting a free drink of choice from 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. And let's not forget SRM Concrete. That's right. They bring us today's good neighbor. They may be nationally known, but they're locally grown and deeply committed to honoring the neighbors who make our community a better place to call home.
Well, you can help us recognize a local hero by texting NEIGHBOR, that one word, NEIGHBOR, to 615-893-1450. You do that, you'll get a reply. Just tap on the link, fill out all the information, click submit when you're done. Also, you can do that at wgnsradio.com/goodneighbor to get those in. And by the way, since we will not have a new show for you tomorrow, why don't you go ahead and let us know who's celebrating a birthday today, tomorrow, or Saturday? How about that? Yeah. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday birthdays, 615-893-1450. You can hit us up at 615-893-1450. It's the Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club. We're going to announce all the names, and we have a ton this morning. Let's see. What can we find? Today is I Forgot Day.
Oh, okay.
It's also,
I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot, So if somebody says, oh, you were supposed to turn in this proposal or whatever at work.
You can tell them it's I Forgot Day and you're off the hook.
Just say I forgot. Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
It's also Made in the USA Day and Freedom from Fear of Speaking Day.
Oh, okay. Do you ever, when you look at items you buy, do you ever look and see where it's made from?
Yes.
You do?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I don't ever look, but, whether it's made in the USA or made in China. But anyway, of course you would. I don't know why I even asked that to you. More to come here on the Wake Up Crew.
We're visiting with a resident at Stones River Manor who has her own apartment in independent living. I see you have a whole collection of antique churns. What's the story behind that one?
Bought it at an auction. I told my husband, I said, don't go too high on it, maybe $35. And there was this guy, he kept on bidding. And my husband said, I'm going to get it. I don't care what it costs. And he kept on it. He gave $85 for it. That was a lot of money for us back then.
Learn more online at stonesrivermanor.com.
I just had my cataract surgery.
McCabe Vision Center.
My astigmatism was corrected, my farsightedness, my nearsightedness, every single thing has been corrected.
McCabe Vision Center.
Give yourself the gift of sight. And I can drive at nighttime. I can see everything. I mean, crystal clear. Anyway, thank you.
McCabe Vision Center on Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial, behind SunTrust Bank.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Caitlin Jones. A former Tennessee Titan scout has been found guilty of killing his pregnant girlfriend. After just 2.5 hours of deliberation, the jury convicted 30-year-old Blaze Taylor on 4 counts of murder following the 7-day trial. Prosecutors say Taylor intentionally poisoned Jade Benning with a deadly dose of cocaine at her Nashville apartment on February 25th of 2023. She died on March 6th of 2023 on her 25th birthday, according to investigators. The Tennessee Titans employed Taylor as a scout for 4 years. And the West Nile virus has made its way to Nashville. The Metro Public Health Department says that they detected the virus found in a mosquito pool in North Nashville near Cass Street. It's the first known detection in Davidson County in 2026. Health Department officials say you can reduce your exposure to mosquitoes by limiting time outside at dusk and nighttime hours, wearing insect repellent, and wearing socks, shoes, and long-sleeve shirts and pants while outside. More news in 30 seconds.
Aging well means staying healthy, active, and independent. To age well, we need to take care of our bones. 10 million Americans have osteoporosis, a hereditary disease that makes bones weak and more likely to break. Thankfully, we can all take simple steps to improve our bone health at any age. Eat a healthy diet that is rich in calcium and vitamin D. Get regular weight-bearing exercise, which means on our feet. Get bone health tips at pathtogoodbonehealth.org.
Operation Dry Water is about to go into full effect. This weekend, law enforcement across the state will join a national effort to patrol local waterways for impaired boaters as they celebrate the 4th of July. Operation Dry Water is a year-round boating under the influence and enforcement campaign, but heightened awareness and enforcement is set to take place July 3rd through the 5th. Caitlin Jones, Access Tennessee News.
It's John. Ryan and Dalton, the Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
Fueled by 7 Brew drive-through coffee.
Are you getting into the new music, man?
Yeah, man.
I'm not feeling it like you're feeling it.
Why not?
Maybe when I get to the studio and I can hear it a little bit, or maybe so. But all I see is you nodding your head like you're singing, and it's like, kind of grossing me out a little bit.
Wow.
But anyway, we're going to talk about the top 10 best TV shows to watch in July.
In July.
In just a few minutes.
Okay, I need a new one because
various outlets. Okay.
I'm done with Peaky Blinders. I finished it.
But before we do that, it's time to take a salute to our 250th birthday of the United States of America.
Well, we're going to take a trip to the moon.
It's July 20th, 1969. In Houston, Texas, a room full of engineers in white shirts and thin ties are sitting at their consoles, coffee gone cold, pencils wore down to nothing, and not breathing. 240,000 miles away, a spindly little spacecraft the size of a garden shed is dropping toward the surface of the moon. Nobody had ever done this before. Nobody had even knew for certain what the lunar surface would do when something landed on it. There were serious scientists who believed the moon was covered in a layer of fine dust so deep the lander and the men inside it would just simply sink and disappear. But America had made a promise. 8 years earlier, a young president stood before Congress and said we would go to the moon before the decade was out, not because it was easy, specifically because it was hard. And this room full of Texans in Houston was going to make good on that promise or burn every last ounce of themselves trying. The altimeter was counting down. The fuel runs low. Alarms are firing in the cabin that nobody had ever seen before. Flight controller Gene Krantz, a man who irons his own shirts and once told his team that failure is not an option, makes the call to continue the descent, and then silence. A voice crackles 240,000 miles of empty space. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. In that room in Houston, grown men wept. Hands shook. Men who had not slept in days dropped their faces into their palms and let it all out at once. Neil Armstrong stepped onto the lunar surface and spoke words the whole world heard. The first word spoke from the surface of another world was Houston. But back in that room in Houston, nobody was thinking about history. They were thinking about getting those two men home. And they did. I don't know about you, but that still gets me every time. Happy 250th, America. Not bad for 250 years.
All right, celebrating 250 years of the United States of America, and we'll have, I guess, is this our last one? Are we going to have any more?
I'll do one more next hour.
Okay, all right. They've been great, and the moon landing, you weren't born yet, but I remember that vividly. I was 13 years old, and I remember that like it was yesterday. That's one of the most vivid history things that I can remember in my lifetime that I'll never forget. That and the John F. Kennedy assassination, and that was when I was like 6. And even at that young age, I remember that funeral march.
Yeah.
It's just uncanny.
Well, that I've got several to choose from, and I was gonna do another one, and then at the last minute I saw the moon, and I thought, I think you would appreciate that because it was something that, and probably a lot of our listeners remember the fact everybody was huddled around their TV sets to watch the landing that time.
All right. We've really enjoyed those features. I want to talk to you. I know you've been looking for, especially while you were laid up. Here are the new shows that you can watch in July. Now, some of them are brand new, and then there are others that are that've been on a year or two. Okay. See if you Elle, starring Reese Witherspoon. It's a prequel, I think. I don't know that she's in it. No, it's going to be Lexi Mindtree who's going to portray Elle. You remember the movies, those 2 movies, Legally Blonde?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a prequel to that.
Gotcha.
Silo, and let's see, where does that air? It's going to be on Prime Video, started yesterday. Also, Silo, I think this has been on a couple of years.
I think it's on Apple TV. Yeah, and the next season's coming out. I haven't watched it. I don't know that much about it.
They live deep beneath the surface of the planet in a silo. Okay? So you can go back, and you may have to go back and catch season 1. Also, there's a show called Trying. It's a British comedy, returns for a 5th year. And that's on Apple TV. It's going to be released on July 8th. The Westies, released on July 12th on MGM Plus. Lucky, starring Annette Bening and Timothy Oliphant, and produced by Reese Witherspoon. She's got 3 of these shows she's produced or executive produced. That's going to be on Apple TV. So she's filling up the airways on Apple.
Yeah, she's got that. I think her relationship with Apple started when that show about the working for the morning show, I think. Yeah, with Jennifer Aniston. Yeah.
And here's one that one final one I want to talk about is Hawk, starring Will Ferrell. It's on it's going to be on Netflix, and it's a sports comedy. So I would think that the odds of that, it should be pretty good, don't you think?
Well, with Will Ferrell, probably. Yeah.
You gotta like Will Ferrell though to appreciate it. I mean,
yeah,
there are a lot of people that don't care for Will Ferrell, but I think, and this is really his first series ever. He's done movies, but he hasn't done, a TV show. And he was in The Office for about 4 or 5 episodes, but that's really about it. So Will's getting on up there a little bit. He probably needs to look toward television a little bit more now. So
yeah.
All right. More to come here on the Wake Up Crew. It's 6:34. Stay with us. More to come on this Thursday.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. An extreme heat warning continues. Sunny and hot today. A few mid to late afternoon showers and storms are possible in the area. Highs top out near 100 degrees with heat index values approaching 110. Winds east-northeast around 5 miles per hour. And then tonight, mostly clear skies, light winds, and lows drop to 75. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast.
Right now it's 74.
Good morning. Still pretty light to moderate out here right now with that traffic volume coming in from Wilson County through Hermitage right now on I-40 westbound over here at Donaldson Pike. Lots of traffic around the airport this morning. A little extra time over there. A lot of folks trying to catch a flight in and out of town. Lots of radar out here this morning as well coming down 24 in certain sections of Rutherford County. Hey, don't let a slipping transmission make things worse on your car or truck. Having transmission problems, come to AMCO Transmissions today on Nolensville Pine. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by AmeriCare Pest Control and the law offices of John Day.
I've got pests, bees, buzzing, rodents running all through my house. Ants chewing wood, and look, there's a mouse. I'm overrun with pests, but you're gonna be sure safe and secure. It's the last rites for those pests. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pest.
893-7111. AmeriCare Services Incorporated. Call us today. 893-7111.
Now, Good Neighbor Events. Here's Bart Walker.
Greenhouse Ministries needs volunteers. In fact, they would not survive without volunteers. You can help others by being a volunteer at Greenhouse Ministries. Attend a volunteer orientation session every Wednesday afternoon at 2 or every Thursday morning at 10. And if those don't fit your schedule, go on the last Saturday of each month at 9 in the morning. Greenhouse Ministries is at 307 South Academy Street, here in Murfreesboro. There's a free grief support group session every Wednesday morning at 10 at the St. Clair Senior Center, here in Murfreesboro. It's free. Sometimes getting together with others just simply helps. Attend one of the free grief support group sessions every Wednesday morning at 10 at the St. Clair Senior Center at 325 St. Clair Street in Murfreesboro. Don't miss the play, 12 Angry Jurors, at the Art Center of Cannon County. It runs July the 10th through the 19th. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
When it comes to your child's health, you want care that's close, convenient,
and centered around the needs of your family.
At MMC Pediatrics, we're more than just doctors.
We're partners in your parenting journey.
Here for every growth spurt, for every boo-boo, every fever, and every flu.
Our team approach means that your child always sees someone that knows them.
We are MMC Pediatrics.
We are right beside you
every step of the way.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
The people are coming. They come in airplanes and moving vans. Every day, we welcome 500 new residents to Tennessee. We cannot let them price us out. It's a challenge our next governor has to solve. I'm John Rose. I'm the 8th generation on our family farm. My boys will be the 9th generation. We need a Tennessee where all our kids and grandkids can afford to make their own future. I'm running for governor to keep Tennessee affordable, to keep China from buying up our farmland, and keep our school curriculum under our control. I'll work to control property taxes for longtime residents and defend our culture. If you want to keep Tennessee, Tennessee, I need your support for governor. I'm John Rose, and I am applying to do the job.
For Governor, John Rose. Keep Tennessee, Tennessee. Paid for by Rose for Tennessee. Jeff Aiken, Treasurer.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's time for the dad joke of the day. Oh, nice guy.
And we're back here on the Wake Up Crew, and I'm telling you, what a week you've had. 2 4s and a 5. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Been pretty
now,
good.
2 things in your favor. You don't have Dalton here to mess up the thing. So number 2 is it's going to be totally fairly judged, and you're going to have to. It's all up to you now. Whether you score big, it's up to you. All right.
Okay. No pressure.
Well, no, there's no pressure. I'm just saying if you want to keep a high score.
Yeah.
Right now, you're looking close to a 5 for the week.
You know, I broke up with my girlfriend Lorraine because I was seeing another girl named Clara Lee.
Really?
Yeah. Good news is now I can see Clara Lee now that Lorraine is gone.
I'm gonna give that a 4. I thought it was pretty good. I knew it was coming.
Oh, did you?
I knew it was coming. Yeah, but it was really great. Good use of words, and you didn't mess it up.
I was really afraid that I was going to.
Oh, and you looked at that fear in your eyes. I could see, but you came through for us. All right, that's our dad joke of the day. It's 6:41. You're listening to the Wake Up Crew with Brian and John. Stay here with us.
This is Poll Paris with Fox News Director of Polling, Dana Blanton.
National pride is down since last year, but remains well above the lows seen during the Biden administration. 4 years ago, only 4 in 10 voters were proud of the U.S. That climbed into the mid-40s during the next few years, before jumping to 58% last year. Our new Fox News survey finds 53% feel proud today. Pride varies significantly by generation. More than half of those ages 45 and older say they're proud of the country. Younger voters aren't. Views are also heavily driven by partisanship. Around 8 in 10 Republicans say they're proud of the country, compared with 3 in 10 Democrats and 4 in 10 independents. Views on patriotism are more positive. Majorities of all political stripes consider themselves patriotic, including 9 in 10 Republicans, 6 in 10 Democrats, and just over half of independents. I'm Dana Blanton. That's your Poll Paris.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
Murfreesboro voters are getting a closer look at the candidates hoping to lead the city into its next chapter. With municipal elections set for August 6th, mayoral and city council candidates recently took part in a live public forum at the Murfreesboro Airport Business Center. The event was sponsored by the Murfreesboro Firefighters Association Local 3035 and focused on several key issues facing the city, including rapid growth, traffic concerns, zoning, schools, and public safety. Candidates discussed how Murfreesboro's expansion continues to place pressure on roads, neighborhoods, and emergency services. Those running for mayor and city council also shared their views on supporting firefighters and police officers as response demands increase across Rutherford County. Organizers say the forum was designed to help residents make informed decisions before early voting begins in July. Meanwhile, Murfreesboro is also preparing for a patriotic celebration through music. The Center for the Arts and the Tennessee Philharmonic Wild Orchestra will present the Patriotic Review concert on Thursday, July 2nd at 2 p.m., marking America's 250th anniversary. The program will feature classics, including the Star-Spangled Banner, America the Beautiful, and the Battle Hymn of the Republic, along with tributes honoring veterans and active duty military members. Student vocalist Maya Nicole Burt, Anna Vogler, and Catherine Guildwell will join the orchestra. Executive Director Regina Ward says the concert reflects Murfreesboro's community spirit, as well as artistic talent. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. Trade every match from the opening rounds all the way to the final. Last week, Argentina was trading at 15% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade could pay out $637 if they win soccer's biggest prize. Want to know what they're trading at today? Check Kalshi. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PITCH to get a $10 credit when you trade $10. That's promo code PITCH. Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Must be present in state where it is legal to trade. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. $10 free credit with no expiration. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Hey, this is Trevor from Bell Jewelers, inviting you to come shop with us. And if you haven't noticed, gold and silver has gone through the roof this year. To save you money, bring in your gold and silver from home so we can use that to make your special piece. Or we can trade it in. Trust, it's very important in this business. Bell Jewelers has been the store that people trust since 1879. Come see us at Bell Jewelers. Bell Jewelers, 821 Northwest Broad Street, across from Toots.
Charlie Pitts has got hairstyles. I got my daughter working with me, Kelly. She can do it all. She can do the frosts, perms, haircuts. Charlie Pitts, haircuts worth the money, good hairstyles, colors. Charlie Pitts has got hairstyles cheaper than anybody else has got it. The quality is there. Love to have you. Call me at any time. Charlie Pitts, haircuts.
Phone 615-785-0966. Charlie Pitts.
Thank you.
Dr. Craig McCabe.
Brighten up your face and make yourself look 10 years younger. Call McCabe Vision Center.
McCabe Vision Center on Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial, behind SunTrust Bank.
Get rid of brown splotches, red marks on our face, as well as fine lines and wrinkles. Look 10 years younger. Call McCabe Vision Center.
On Heritage Park Drive, behind SunTrust Bank.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Caitlin Jones. An update to a story we brought you last month out of Obion County, where 2 children were found shot to death and their mother with several stab wounds. Investigators now say the mother, Jessica Quarles, is responsible for her children's deaths. At first, they believed the mother was a victim. Quarles has been indicted with first-degree murder charges for 1-year-old Landry Harris and 11-year-old McKenna Young. Quarles is being held without bond. A former Tennessee Titans scout has been found guilty of killing his pregnant girlfriend. After just 2.5 hours of deliberation, the jury convicted 30-year-old Blaze Taylor on 4 counts of murder following the 7-day trial. Prosecutors say Taylor intentionally poisoned Jade Benning with a deadly dose of cocaine at her Nashville apartment on February 25th of 2023. She died on March 6th of 2023 on her 25th birthday, according to investigators. The Tennessee Titans employed Taylor as a scout for 4 years.
Aging well means staying healthy, active, and independent. To age well, we need to take care of our bones. 10 million Americans have osteoporosis, a hereditary disease that makes bones weak and more likely to break. Thankfully, we can all take simple steps to improve our bone health at any age. Eat a healthy diet that is rich in calcium and vitamin D. Get regular weight-bearing exercise, which means on our feet. Get bone health tips at pathtogoodbonehealth.org.
The Tennessee Highway Patrol will be out in full force with several sobriety checkpoints set up across the state this holiday weekend. Law enforcement agencies are legally required to publicly announce the dates and locations of any checkpoints. Information on THP checkpoints is typically shared on their social media and can be found on the Tennessee Highway Patrol website. Caitlin Jones, Access Tennessee News.
Check the calendar, turn up the sound. It's time to celebrate another year around. It's birthday time on the Wake Up Crew.
For anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
Here we go. Thurgood Marshall, born in 1908, the first African-American Supreme Court Justice, one of the most famous, born in Baltimore, Maryland. In 1916, Ken Curtis, American actor, he was in Ripcord before he became what his legendary role was as Festus on Gunsmoke.
He passed away in 1991. Dave Thomas in 1932 was born, of course, famous for founding the Wendy's restaurants.
Wendy's old-fashioned hamburgers, they're cooked to order just for you. Your choice. We'll fix your hamburgers however you say.
Richard Petty was born in 1937. Of course, American auto racer, 7-time NASCAR champion and 7-time Daytona 500 champion, born in North Carolina.
And in 1947, Larry David, American actor, comedian, and screenwriter. He was in Seinfeld. Of course, he created Seinfeld and also created Curb Your Enthusiasm, born in Brooklyn, New York. And he's got another show coming up. I think he's got a new show out, fixed to come out.
He is doing something with American history, I think.
This was the key. This one I saw was like the key to unhappiness or something. I don't know. It's a play on that. So. And Jose Canseco, born in 1964, Cuban-American Major League outfielder and designated hitter. He was the American League MVP in 1988. Ashley Tisdale, 1985, American actress and singer, known for High School Musical.
I'm on fabulous, that is my simple request. All things fabulous, bigger and better and best. These come to inspire and help me get along.
New Jersey, where she was born, 1986, Lindsay Lohan, American actress, Allie Fowler in Another World. She was born in New York City.
I didn't know she was in Another World.
I didn't either.
Had to be really, really young. In 1990, Margot Robbie, Australian actress and producer, The Wolf of Wall Street, Focus. What was the other one? Barbie. That's another one. Born in Queensland. And that's a look at celebrity birthdays. Here's the, Brian, do you have them with you? Just why don't you go over?
I do. And what we're going to do again today, Thursday birthdays first, Randy Mallory, Gail McCrary, Emily Romaine, also Ben Curtis, Paul Lamb, David Garvin, Wesley Warren, Bill Zukes, and Albert Comer. Coming up tomorrow, we've got Dave David, Mike Lovelace, also Kelly Witt, Greg Cook, Bernadette Kiger, Allison Mazra, and Donald Ayers. Saturday, listen to this. John Bozeman, also Lori Bernard, Lisa Lindsay, Brantley Reed, Eddie Carlson, Lisa Tarpley, Carlton Windrow, Catherine Anthony, Rock Windrow, also Tracy Jenkins McKee, Roger McCullough, Mike Medlin, Lisa Mathis, and Ashley Carver, all celebrating birthdays on July 4th. So birthdays for today, tomorrow, Saturday. 615-893-1450 is the number to get them into us on the Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club. We'll announce all the names I just announced and the ones you call or text in coming up around 8 o'clock this morning. So let us know who's celebrating today.
It's time for Today in History.
In 1865, one-time Methodist Reformed Church minister William Booth and his wife Catherine found the East London Christian Mission, now known as the Salvation Army. And as we know, if anybody knows this show at all, we know that we have a Salvation Army, one of the former executives of the Salvation Army in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, I was on the board.
Yeah. Well, that's executive. Give you credit for something. In 1881, U.S. President James Garfield shot by Charles J. Guiteau, a disappointed office seeker. Garfield dies 79 days later. In 1937, Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan disappear flying over the Pacific Ocean en route to Howland Island. Noonan is declared dead the following year, and Earhart is declared the year after in 1939. In 1955, The Lawrence Welk Show premieres on ABC.
And now, our musical host, Maestro Lawrence Welk.
Brings back a lot of memories for some folks. Some of them not good, probably. 1956, Elvis Presley records Hound Dog and Don't Be Cruel.
Don't be cruel to who heart is true.
1962, Sam Walton opens up his first Walmart store in Rogers, Arkansas.
And in 1964, U.S. President Lyndon Johnson signs the Civil Rights Act and Voting Rights Act into law. 1973, You've Never Been This Far Before, a single released by Conway Twitty. It was the Billboard Song of the Year.
And I can feel your body tremble as you wonder what this moment holds in store.
1980, the comedy film Airport, written and directed by David Zucker and Jim Abrams, and Jerry Zucker, and starring Robert Hayes and Julie Haggerty, premieres. And that's Today in History.
Checking your Rutherford County weather, an extreme heat warning continues. Sunny and hot today. A few mid to late afternoon showers and storms are possible in the area. Highs top out near 100 degrees, with heat index values approaching 110. Winds east-northeast around 5 miles per hour. And then tonight, mostly clear skies, light winds, and lows drop to 75. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast.
Right now it's 74.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Since 1936, MTE has provided the reliable service and peace of mind we count on. Manage your account anytime at MTE.com or through the My MTE app.
Good morning. A little bit more volume in the last few minutes out here in West Nashville. I-40 as you come past Charlotte Pike. A couple of accidents in the wrap-up stages. Already a little bit heavy over here early on 40 west at Fessler's. All that traffic coming through Donaldson right now, being pushed in from Wilson County. They're on I-40 as you come through the Mount Juliet area. Yes, there's radar already out here, and you're going to see a lot more of it the next 24, 48 hours. STR, Towing and Recovery, says call them 24/7 if you need their help. I'm Commander Chuck, you're on-time traffic.
Looking for a lift kit for your truck or Jeep and need the right experts to install it? Look no further than Tire World in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Shopping at the Restore.
Hi, I am Tina. You never know what you may find at the Habitat Restore.
Hi, I'm Wendy. Hey, this is Rocky. You never know what you'll find at the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore.
Try the Habitat Restore. We have used appliances.
Hey, we have refrigerators, microwave, gently used washers and dryers.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
You will leave our store humming.
Here's Jeff Carlton with Franklin's Printing.
I always tell people when they ask what we do, blueprints is one of the first things, and it's one of the 5 B's. Blueprints, banners, booklets, brochures, and business cards. That's a lot of what we do.
Online ordering makes any time the perfect time to place your next print order.
PrintworksTN.com. You can go on there at 11:30 at night, place your order that way. You don't have to call us. You don't have to wait till we're open.
Submit your order anytime, anywhere at PrintworksTN.com.
I'm Chad Pergram with the Speaker's Lobby. Congress could soon determine the future of college sports. A Senate panel has now prepped a bill to regulate college sports. It's a congressional Hail Mary as senators address name, image, and likeness for athletes, compensation packages, and transfers between schools. Quote, college sports is in crisis, declared Senate Commerce Committee Chairman Ted Cruz of Texas. Quote, you've got to do something rapidly, said Democratic Colorado Senator John Hickenlooper. The full Senate plans to debate the bill in July. Establishing a nationwide payout framework is a key aspect of the deal. Lawmakers know that inaction could mean that moneyed major programs will simply outbid smaller schools. The bill also restricts athletes to one transfer between schools during a 5-year period without penalty. Advocates for the legislation believe it protects student athletes. But there's skepticism. Republican Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville is the only former Division I head football coach in the Senate. Tuberville likened the regulation bill to Obamacare for sports. With the Speaker's Lobby, Chad Pergram, Fox News.
It's John. Brian and Dalton, the Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
And we're back, and unfortunately, we're going to be leaving in just a second for the news. The 6 o'clock hour, just about ready to wrap things up. But Richard Clark is today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day for being a shining example of what it truly means to be a good neighbor. Richard Clark is getting a free drink of choice from 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee, and those are 3 locations he can go to: Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. SRM Concrete brings us today's good neighbor. They may be nationally known, but they're locally grown and deeply committed to honoring the neighbors who make our community a better place to call home.
Okay, so send in those good neighbors by texting the word neighbor to 615-893-1450 or WGNSradio.com/good neighbor. And don't forget birthdays, anniversaries for today, the 2nd, tomorrow, the 3rd, Saturday, the 4th. We're taking all of those this morning on the Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club.
It didn't cost me anything to call the law office of John Day.
I didn't have to pay just to seek out legal advice.
They handled it all, and they were very good.
The law offices of John Day. Call for your free consultation.
The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, voted Tennessee's top station for excellence in broadcasting. Courthouse clock time, 7 o'clock. Now, Fox News.
Air conditioning and water. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Millions of Americans need both today.
Probably feels hotter here just because it's the concrete and the heat gets trapped in between the buildings.
She's in New York City, but this triple-digit heat's in a lot of areas.
We have heat warnings that are about the Great Lakes, the Midwest, all the way to the Northeast.
Fox Weather meteorologist Britta Merwin.
So we feel like temperatures that could be as high as 110, 115 degrees. And by the way, this heat is lasting through the holiday weekend. We don't get a break until Sunday or Monday.
Many communities are opening cooling centers for those needing AC. Despite that heat, President Trump says on the 4th of July in Washington, celebrating America 250.
I'm going to go and I'm going to make a really long speech.
just to show that I can do anything.
He said that in North Dakota, where he visited the new Teddy Roosevelt Presidential Library. Russia went on the attack again in Ukraine, big time.
A night of horror, according to Ukraine's foreign minister. Homes made uninhabitable, buildings reduced to rubble, the sky lit up. Death and destruction as explosions shook Kyiv for hours. 74 missiles and almost 500 drones were launched. Russia described its attack as retaliation for Ukrainian strikes on civilian infrastructure.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. There's a search at sea for a missing American sailor in the Middle East. Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv.
After an emergency water landing in the Arabian Sea, U.S. Naval Forces Central Command posted to X saying there is no indication the emergency was caused by hostile action. 3 of the helicopter's 4 crew members have been recovered and are in stable condition aboard the George H.W. Bush.
This after another day of U.S. and Iran talks through mediators in Qatar. Another American win at the World Cup.
We had to dig deep for that one. Obviously, I felt we put on such a good performance.
That's Christian Pulisic after the U.S. beat Bosnia and Herzegovina 2-0 to advance to the round of 16. Team USA will face Belgium next on Monday. America's listening to Fox News.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
We're getting more key information on the investigation into Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. She remains missing after being abducted from her Arizona home in February.
The FBI weighing in after conflicting reports over ransom notes in the Nancy Guthrie case, revealing that some may be legitimate and that they're still being investigated as such in the disappearance of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie's mother. It did acknowledge, though, that many of them turned out to be dead ends. This coming in response to an earlier Reuters report that emails demanding Bitcoin had been determined to be illegitimate. The letters, which were among those sent to law enforcement and media after the kidnapping, correctly identified details that hadn't been revealed to the public, including a broken security light on Guthrie's house and the Apple Watch she'd been wearing. Lillian Wu, Fox News.
One suspect caught, another still being sought in the murder of a Penn State student.
Investigators say 16-year-old Azubair Outen Fleming is in custody in connection with the murder of 22-year-old Billy Schmidt, a Penn State student who was killed while walking home in South Philadelphia on June 6th. Federal officials say they tracked Outen Fleming to Colorado, where he was arrested by U.S. Marshals. They're still looking for 16-year-old Kasim Smith.
Both will be charged as adults at the beginning of their case at least, and that is because that's the law.
That's Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner. Outen Fleming's stepfather is in custody for trying to help him hide, according to officials. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
We'll get a big update to the economy this hour.
Economists are expecting that employers added 110,000 jobs in June, trailing May's much stronger than expected tally of 172,000. The unemployment rate is forecast to hold steady at 4.3% for the 4th consecutive month. After a sluggish 2025, the labor market has showed resilience and picked up.
That's Fox's Hillary Barsky. Ahead of the report, stock futures are mixed on Wall Street. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
Smyrna is preparing for a large Independence Day crowd Thursday, July the 2nd, as the town hosts its annual celebration at Lee Victory Recreation Park. The free event runs from 5 to 9:30 p.m. and comes during America's 250th anniversary year. This year's headliner is Rubik's Groove, the Nashville-based 80s dance party band. Families can also enjoy free inflatables, live music, and more than 50 local vendors. Visitors may bring picnics, lawn chairs, and blankets, but personal grills and fireworks are not allowed. Rutherford County drivers should expect major traffic changes that night. Smyrna Police will close Sam Ridley Parkway between Old Nashville Highway and Fitzhugh Drive from 8:30 until about 10:30 p.m. Sections of Threet Industrial Road, Nolan Drive, and the walking trail near the park will also be closed. Free parking will be available while spaces last at several nearby locations. For those staying home, Stewart's Creek High School's video production program will help stream the fireworks on Smyrna's official Facebook and YouTube pages. As families make holiday plans, health experts are also urging caution in the extreme heat. Dr. Brian Wilcox with Ascension St. Thomas says heat illness can develop quickly, especially with heat index values topping 105 degrees. Residents across Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and all of the county are encouraged to drink water, take breaks indoors, and check on children, seniors, and outdoor workers. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants, and I'm sitting here with my grandson Jack, and I never will forget, the first meal he ever had that wasn't a kid's menu item was the
baby back ribs.
That's right, and I couldn't believe it, but I was so proud that he ate ribs and loved them.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Don't forget about our Monday through Friday lunch specials. They're only $6.99. Slide by and you can even pick them up to go.
I'll never forget the day I got my driver's license. It was all I could talk about for the entire year leading up to it. That little plastic ID was my ticket to freedom. It got me out of the house and enabled me to hang out with my friends whenever I wanted to. It was the center of my social world. And that's probably why me and my friends did whatever we had to do to get our licenses early, at 15 if we could, but definitely no later than our birthday at 16. Well, times sure have changed. Earning a driver's license used to be a time-honored tradition, but I think it's lost some of its importance in recent years. A lot of teens aren't getting out on the roads until they're 17 or 18 or even older. I heard it from my own teenage son, Trent. One of his friends actually told his parents, "Why would I want to get my license? I kind of like being chauffeured around." A big reason so many teens are in no hurry to leave the house is that they don't have to. They have other options. There's very little motivation to drive all the way across town just to meet with your friends when they can stay connected to everyone they know through social media. They don't even have to leave their bedroom. If that sounds like one of the teenagers in your house, it might be to their benefit if you shoot them outside every once in a while. Get them off their tiny screens and encourage them to build face-to-face friendships, not just settle for digital pen pals. To help your children thrive, visit FocusOnTheFamily.com. I'm Jim Daly.
The following is a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
When I was feeling the stress of too much credit card debt, I looked at two different options: debt settlement and debt management. They may sound the same, but guess what? They're not. Debt settlement seemed like a quick fix, but I found out it would destroy my credit, create tax headaches, and hit me with huge fees. They actually told me to stop paying my bills. No way, not me. Then I turned to a debt management plan developed by the team at Trinity. They worked with my creditors, lowered my payments, reduced my interest, saved me thousands, and paid off my debt. And Trinity is a Christian company, which is important to me.
If credit card debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-936-5348.
My name is Heather. Please forget debt settlement and remember Trinity Debt Management.
1-800-936-5348.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. An extreme heat warning continues. Sunny and hot today. A few mid to late afternoon showers and storms are possible in the area. Highs top out near 100 degrees, with heat index values approaching 110. Winds east-northeast around 5 miles per hour. And then tonight, mostly clear skies, light winds, and lows drop to 75. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 75.
When news breaks, when traffic's horrendous, when the weather's bad,
Be the first to get the news, traffic, and weather you want with a text alert from News Radio WGNS. Free text alert. Sign up online at WGNSradio.com.
Good morning. A little bit more volume in the last 15-20 minutes out here where it's already starting to slow down. 65 south at Trinity Lane. We got plenty of radar out here this morning coming down I-40 throughout certain parts of Wilson County, Smith County, as that volume gets a little bit heavier here in the last few minutes, but it's still moving 24 west up past Bell Road coming in from Murfreesboro up through Antioch. Hey, STR Towing and Recovery says call them 24/7 any county here in Middle Tennessee. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
This is Kim Dunaway from Sunshine Nutrition Center. You hear me on Monday mornings at 7:20 talking about how to lead a healthier lifestyle. We carry supplements, personal care, and grocery items at our Murfreesboro location, family owned and operated since 1989.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS. With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look.
All right, welcome back into hour number 2 of the Wake Up Crew. It's a Thursday morning. It's July 2nd, a brand new month, episode 1939, rolling along here. Just a couple of days before we celebrate the nation's birthday. And, of course, with July 4th being on Saturday, a lot of the government offices and things like that are closed tomorrow now. Banks, all of that. So keep that in mind. And the Wake Up Crew will take the day so we can get our barbecues ready and all that good stuff. John's here with me this morning. You got 4th of July plans, or are you just kind of laying low?
It's going to be too hot, man. I mean, I think it's going to be too hot. What do you think? What's the temperature? What's the high on Saturday? 99?
Nah, a little cooler than the mid-90s, but we're going to be in the 90s.
Okay, well, that might work. Well, if we do anything, we'll probably grill hamburgers. That's usually. But usually my family goes to somebody's neighbor, to some house or something. So, and I kind of stay. I like to stay at home because Chipper and the fireworks.
Yeah.
You know, so I think he'll feel more comfortable if I'm there. Sometimes I go to my sister's. That could happen. So I don't know.
Doesn't your neighborhood have kind of like a little neighborhood fireworks show?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Not for Chipper, but for everybody else. Everybody likes it. So
yeah.
Just sit out in the front yard if the mosquitoes don't carry me off.
So I don't remember last year and the 4th of July, but I do remember this year around the time, because every time there's a firework, you know, that it usually starts off with like a bottle rocket or a firecracker or something. So there's a boom. Well, Skeeter screams. And then it's every time one goes off, he has to bark. So I not only get a fireworks show, but I get dogs barking.
Well, you got 3 of them too, I can imagine.
Yeah. Well, when one barks, they all 3 start barking.
You know, it's funny about Chipper. You know, he barks at anything, and he has that blood-curdling scream. But when fireworks come, he kind of gets shy, and he kind of like, you know, just kind of hangs with me, and he doesn't bark a lot.
Yeah.
He might go. Let's see if I can do this right. That's about it. So I don't know. It's not too bad, but I know he's scared. So I try to stay with him as being the humanitarian and dog lover that I am.
Humanitarian. He is a good boy. He doesn't bark at me.
No, he smells your dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's too busy smelling you than he is, you know.
I did get a suggestion that that maybe we should clarify that when we were seen at rehab together, it was cardiac rehab, not any other type of rehab.
Oh, well, what other kind of rehab would it be?
Well, for us, nothing. But I think they were taking it to a place.
All I saw you doing was sitting there, you know, with a big grin on your face, riding a bicycle. That's all I saw. I mean, but
it was an elliptical, John.
Yeah, well, that's great. Elliptical. Oh, yeah, okay.
I ride the elliptical.
I've got a few days to live before my rehab officially starts. So
That's going to be fun for you.
oh, I think I'll enjoy it. I mean, I've gone through, knee rehab and hip rehab, so and this isn't really as strict. I mean, they're on you like at TOA, they were on you like all the time, like right there, just about to make sure you got your time in. So,
Well, those are some of the things that we're doing to celebrate the 4th of July on ellipticals and whatever as part of our cardiac rehab. But we are celebrating America's 250th this week. And here is a look back at one of the big inventions that we talk about at least once a week here on the show, if not more.
In the spring of 1921, a 14-year-old boy was plowing a potato field in Rigby, Idaho, behind a horse-drawn harrow. Back and forth, row after row, straight pair of lines cut into the earth one pass at a time. And somewhere between one furrow and the next, Philo Farnsworth invented television. Not built it, not patented it. He was 14 years old with dirt on his boots and a horse to keep moving. But the ideal arrived whole and complete. What if you could capture an image the same way you plowed a field? Line by line, row by row, electrons instead of a harrow, a screen instead of soil. A year later, he drew it on his high school chalkboard and explained to his science teacher, Justin Tolman. Tolman didn't really understand what he was looking at, but he kept the drawing anyway. That decision would matter enormously later. By 21, Farnsworth had talked his way into $6,000 of investor funding, set up a laboratory, and built the thing that he had imagined in that Idaho field 7 years earlier. On September 7, 1927, he transmitted the first all-electronic television image in history. It was a single straight line, sent from one room to another through pure electronics. No moving parts, no mechanical discs, no mirrors, just electrons carrying the image through the air. He looked at his team and said, "There you are, electronic television." Then RCA came calling. Most powerful corporation in American broadcasting wanted what Farnsworth had built. They sent their own engineers to study his patents. They claimed their man had invented it first, and they fought him in court for years. Then his old science teacher showed up with the chalkboard drawing from 1922. Not only could a 21-year-old invent television, a 15-year-old had drawn the blueprint. RCA lost, Farnsworth won, and the world got television. He lived long enough to watch Neil Armstrong walk on the moon, broadcast live into the living rooms across the planet on the invention he had dreamed up in a potato field in Idaho. His wife, Pim, said he watched with tears running down his face. Happy 250th, America. What a picture.
Now let's check on your sports news.
This is News Radio WGNS, Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Martin Weiss.
In the round of 32 at the World Cup, both Malik Tillman and Flo Balogun found the back of the net. 2-0 win over Bosnia for Team USA, but Balogun did get a red card in the win, so he's going to be unavailable for the round of 16 when the United States will play Belgium. Belgium beat Senegal earlier in the day to advance to the round of 16. England beat DR Congo with 2 second-half goals to advance to the round of 16. They will play Mexico. In the NBA, Jaylen Brown traded from Boston to the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks coming back. The Lakers are acquiring center Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz for 2 unprotected first-round picks and 2 first-round pick swaps, also signing the forward to a 4-year, $130 million deal. Major League Baseball, Junior Camaro's homered in 6 straight games. Rays shut out the Royals 4-0. Tigers 6-2 over the Yankees. Yankees lost 7 straight.
When illness or injury turns everyday moments into uphill battles, there are medical professionals who step in with skill, compassion, and unwavering dedication. My name is Joey P. I'm CEO of Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, and we are proud to highlight this month's MMC Heart for Healing recipient.
Trusted by families for his warm, compassionate approach, Dr. Shannon Moran makes every child and parent feel like family. It's that patient-first dedication combined with clinical expertise that has earned Dr. Shannon Moran the title of a Castle Conley Top Doctor nominated by his peers. He truly embodies the heart of a great physician, bringing comfort and peace of mind to everyone he cares for.
If a doctor, nurse, or other medical professional has made a difference in your life, tell your good neighbor station, WGNS. Nominate them for the MMC Heart for Healing Award and help us recognize the medical heroes in our community. Compassion deserves recognition, and healing begins with the heart.
This is a paid legal ad.
At the law offices of John Day, we take only real cases that make a real difference.
Dear John, I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done so much. I know you went over and beyond, and that's why I just think the world of you. Thank you, Robert K.
My pleasure, Robert. If you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too. Call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
When you have fire, water, or storm damage, Farrah Construction can help. Farrah Construction is also there to help when a car slams through the wall. Call Farrah Construction and we'll board up, put down tarps, secure your home or business until the insurance coverage is approved. Call Farrah Construction at 615-893-6120. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
The Wake Up Crew with John, Brian, and Dalton on WGNS.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
Back at 7:22, it's the Wake Up Crew, and on Thursdays, we get to talk with folks from the villages of Murfreesboro. Today, it's Memory Care Clinical Director Sandy Freeman, who is with us. A lot to talk about. I always really look forward to talking to you, Sandy, about things. And we're going to talk about kind of the realities of living in dementia, and especially for those caregivers, some things that maybe you should not say. Very interesting. So let's hit on a few of those, like maybe a close family member passes away. You were telling me they relive that moment every time you tell them.
Absolutely. I mean, it's so important not to reality orient someone with dementia. And reality orienting is, what our reality is, what the truth is. And we call them fiblets, where we kind of say, okay, if your spouse died, if someone has dementia and their spouse died, let's not tell them over and over again when they're like, hey, where's John at? Let's say he's out mowing, he's out doing this. And it's just a little fiblet. But if you reality orient them and say over and over again, Mom, Dad's dead. Those emotions, those feelings of just finding out happen over and over again. And we've all experienced loss in that very beginning, first moment of loss. Can you imagine feeling that over and over and over again because you're being reality oriented to this is the truth?
Yeah. So they find out, my husband is dead, and then they have those emotions and that deep sorrow. They forget that, but then the next time you say, "Don't you remember Dad passed away?" It's like they're hearing that news for the first time again and over and over and over again.
And those feelings are awful. I mean, they're just absolutely awful. And when you reality orient somebody, you're causing them frustration and agitation. Can you imagine you saying something and somebody constantly reminding you and correcting you? They may feel like a child. They're like, wait a minute, I know it to be this or that. And then you're saying, no, it's this. No, it's that. And then you have the people that have dementia, but, they're not quite far into it. And then they start feeling shame. Oh my gosh, I couldn't remember my cousin's name. She had to tell me. I can't remember that. And then they feel embarrassment, shame, which can lead to depression. And that's overlooking their emotional needs. Sometimes people are so big on let's tell the truth. But sometimes the truth is not the best thing for someone who has dementia because it causes all those emotions and all those feelings. And doing the reality orientation, it ignores the nature of dementia. Dementia is a progressive disease. It's not going to get any better. Your brain literally disintegrates. And so it affects your ability to process something. On average, someone with dementia, when you tell them something, it takes 3 to 5 seconds. Think of that. 3 to 5 seconds for them to comprehend one word. One word. And so as you're getting on to them and you're saying, hey, no, it's this. This is the truth. This is the reality. Then they're trying to process it. And while that's processing, they're getting frustrated. They're getting agitated. They're ashamed. They're embarrassed. They don't understand why you're telling them something that's not true.
And then you do it again. You correct them. Don't you remember a couple of days ago, I told you this? And it's like, well, no, this is the first time hearing it because they have forgotten that. They really didn't comprehend the full thing. And then they just get agitated all over again.
Absolutely. And the biggest thing that I could tell someone when they want to reality orient someone with dementia is meet them where they're at. They are incapable of meeting you where you're at. They're incapable of being able to understand what the reality of things are, where we are today, who the president is, who died, who is alive, names of people. You have to meet them where they're at. That is the most important thing that I could tell someone when dealing with dementia is meet them where they're at.
Well, part of the memory care area there at the Villages of Murfreesboro, Sandy heads that up and does a great job there. If you've got questions about memory care, what to do in those situations, I'm sure that Sandy would love to give you some pointers, information. Just reach out. They have care groups and things like that. So find out about what's going on at the Villages of Murfreesboro, thevillagesmurfreesboro.com and facebook.com/thevillagesmurfreesboro, where you can find a lot of information, or just reach out 615-848-3030. The Villages of Murfreesboro is located at 2550 Willow Oak Trail. That's out in the Medical Center Parkway Avenue area.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Selling your home, farm, or have an estate to settle, auctions are easy and profitable. You don't have to worry about the hassle of repairs or showings, and you'll receive multiple offers on auction day.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Hi, I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor. And while you've heard the saying, slow and steady wins the race, that same concept can be applied to long-term investing. Investing a little bit at a time on a regular basis can really add up. We call this systematic investing, and though it doesn't guarantee a profit or prevent a loss, it's a way to take advantage of market volatility instead of enduring it. Give me a call, Lee Colvin, at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We're talking with Wanda Copley at the Villages of Murfreesboro.
I think that you need to consider what's going to be happening in the near future. And I am pleased that I moved before my children had to move me. And I think that's a very good point, to look at what you foresee happening and then make plans of your own for that. And then you have a real voice in where you go and what kind of thing you do.
The Villages of Murfreesboro. We're near the avenue on Willow Oak Trail.
SRM Concrete is the largest ready-mix producer in the country, yet is still family-owned and operated. Locally grown, nationally known, SRM delivers unmatched quality and service. You call, we haul. We're SRM Concrete.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
Man, do we have a long list of birthdays today, tomorrow, Friday. Here we go. Randy Mallory today, Gail McCrary, Emily Romaine, Ben Curtis, Paul Lamb, David Garvin, Wesley Warren, Bill Jukes, and Albert Comer. Tomorrow, it's Dave Davis, Mike Lovelace, Kelly Witt, that's Kelly Witt, Greg Cook, Bernadette Kiger, Allison Maraza, and Donald Ayers. I'll tell you who's celebrating on Saturday coming up here in just a couple of moments. But here's your deadline to get your birthdays and anniversaries in for today, tomorrow, and Saturday. 615-893-1450 is the number to call or text. Let us know who's celebrating today.
It didn't cost me anything to call the law office of John Day.
I didn't have to pay just to seek out legal advice.
The law offices of John Day. Call for your free consultation.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. An extreme heat warning continues. Sunny and hot today. A few mid to late afternoon showers and storms are possible in the area. Highs top out near 100 degrees, with heat index values approaching 110. Winds east-northeast around 5 miles per hour. And then tonight, mostly clear skies, light winds, and lows drop to 75. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 75.
Good morning. Just now starting to slow a little bit at times here. 65 southbound at Trinity Lane. We've watched the traffic increase even more on 65 down through Robertson County into Sumner County. Lots of radar in both of those counties this morning. You're going to see a lot of radar the next couple of days. Hey, if you're having transmission problems with your vehicle, it's okay. Come to Amco Transmissions, 1621 West Main Street in Lebanon. That's Amco Transmissions. They are the best. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
Rutherford County continues to show strength on two fronts, in the job market and in local recycling efforts. New data from the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development shows Rutherford County's unemployment rate at 2.6% in May, staying well below Tennessee's statewide rate of 3.6%. Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne also posted strong numbers. Smyrna's jobless rate stood at 2.5%, while Murfreesboro came in at 2.7%. Laverne saw one of the area's strongest improvements, dropping to 2.4%. County and municipal rates are not seasonally adjusted, but the latest figures point to continued employment stability across the county. At the same time, county leaders are also highlighting progress in recycling. Rutherford County's single-stream recycling program recorded a contamination rate of just 5.6% in the latest WM Recycle America audit, down from more than 11% about a year ago. Solid Waste Director Matt Davis credited residents and convenience center attendants for keeping non-recyclable items out of the stream. Mayor Joe Carr called the result an achievement few Tennessee counties can match. Last month, Rutherford County diverted more than 462 tons of material from landfills. Officials say mattress recycling is also set to begin in August, allowing most old mattresses to be reused or repurposed. That's all for now. For more local news in a quick and digestible format, but more than just the headlines, check out the Rutherford Roundup podcast, streaming on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and over on our website. I'm Dalton Barrett, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Shopping at the Restore.
Every day is Earth Day at the Habitat Restore.
We keep tons of material out of the landfill.
Hey, call us at the Habitat Restore about your donated items may need to be recycled.
You have lights?
We take it.
How about gently used furniture?
We take it.
How about kitchen cabinets?
We take it.
The only thing we don't take is mattresses, box springs, and clothing.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
Jeff Carlton with Franklin's Printing says online ordering makes any time the perfect time to place your next print order.
I don't know that a lot of people know about this, but we have a website that allows you to order directly from our website, and you can go on there at 11:30 at night, place your order that way. You don't have to call us. You don't have to wait till we're open. You don't have to talk with us. It's very convenient, and a lot of people find it useful.
Submit your order anytime, anywhere at PrintworksTN.com.
PrintworksTN.com.
Stones River Manor offers assured care,
It's so warm and welcoming.
independent living,
What states have you lived in?
Lived in Illinois and here. My husband worked for Quick Growth.
assisted living,
I have my own place and I love it. The activity center has the Bible study that I like very much.
adult daycare and respite care, and specialized physical rehabilitation care.
I love the friendliness and the family attitude that they have here.
Visit them online at stonesrivermanor.com or stop by. They're near the intersection of Haynes Drive and Memorial Boulevard.
The Wake Up Crew with John. Ryan and Dalton on WGN.
Fueled by 7 Brew drive-through coffee.
7:35 our time here on a Thursday, getting ready for the 4th of July. And, of course, we're celebrating America's 250th. And that's how we're going to start today's Throwback Thursday.
Do you remember these?
And we'll have a little more here for you on this Throwback Thursday, of course, here. We're going to keep it local. Going to look at the year 1981 and some of the things that happened during that year. But first, let's look back at America's 250th with one of our founding fathers.
Right now, somewhere in the world, a person is reading a sentence. Maybe they're a new citizen holding a piece of paper they worked years to earn. Maybe they're someone who grew up under a government that told them their rights were a privilege, not a birthright, and that they're reading a sentence for the first time and feeling something shift inside them. The sentence goes like this: We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That sentence has been translated into every major language on earth. It has been quoted by freedom movement on every continent. It has been read aloud in protests, in courtrooms, in churches, and at kitchen tables by people who needed something to hold on to. It was written in 17 days by a 36-year-old Virginia lawyer sitting at a portable writing desk in a rented room in Philadelphia in the summer of 1776. His name was Thomas Jefferson. What he did after that is almost impossible to summarize. He served as governor of Virginia, as America's minister to France, as Secretary of State, as Vice President, as the third President of the United States. As President, he sent Lewis and Clark west to explore a continent. He purchased 828,000 square miles of land from Napoleon for $15 million, roughly 3 cents an acre, and double the size of the United States overnight with a single transaction that historians call the greatest real estate deal in history. He founded the University of Virginia. He wrote the Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom, the foundation of every American's right to believe what they choose. He died on July 4th in 1826, exactly 50 years to the day after the Declaration of Independence was approved. He chose his own epitaph. He had been President of the United States, author of the Louisiana Purchase, and one of the most powerful men in the world. He left all of it off. He wanted to be remembered for 3 things: the Declaration, religious freedom, and the university. The ideal always mattered more than the office. Happy 250th, America. Written in 17 days, built over 250 years.
Pretty interesting there about Thomas Jefferson. Stroke of a pen. America was doubled in size. That's crazy to think of.
Yeah, the stroke of a pen had done a lot of things in American history.
Yeah, very true. So on Throwback Thursday today, we're just randomly picking a year, and here are some of the things that happened. John, 1981 was a big year for Rutherford County. One of the big things that happened was the groundbreaking of the Nissan plant in Smyrna, which a lot of people really still credit to this day about changing Smyrna from, the old air base to now being a manufacturing capital.
Well, it helped all areas of Rutherford County, and Governor Alexander was very instrumental in getting Nissan here from Japan, and it was a big thing. And I don't think our county ever recovered. I mean, it just changed after that. It became much more non-rural and more city-oriented, I think. So it's in Smyrna and in Murfreesboro.
Well, I mean, so many things came after that. 840, for instance, that interstate running right where it does was, I mean, that was a big reason for transport and all. So
and people came for jobs. I mean, not only people in our county, but people from out of the county came to get jobs here.
Yeah. So look back at America's 250th and Nissan on today's Throwback Thursday.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
Market declines, unemployment, oil prices. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. I'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to be positioned for the long term. We provide the tools for a disciplined approach to investing. Call 615-907-7056 for an opportunity to discuss your situation. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
First Shot transforms Rutherford County youth. Coach Andy Herzer leads dynamic basketball camps and clinics, building skills and character since 2003. Kids dive into exciting STEM projects, sparking creativity through hands-on coding, art, and dance. They elevate their mind, spirit, and body in summer and winter programs. Visit FirstShotTN.org today to learn more. First Shot, where kids gain, elevate, and develop.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Auctions are easy, fast, and profitable.
Whether you're buying or selling your home or commercial property, the auction is just so much easier, quicker, smoother.
My wife and I sold our personal home. Parks Auction helped us with that. The house brought about 20% more than we were going to ask for.
Visit parksauction.com.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Clark's Auction Company, committed to auction excellence.
Sold it to you, 27.5.
The Wake Up Crew with John, Brian, and Dalton on WGNS.
Fueled by 7 Brew drive-through coffee.
Indeed, 7 Brew invites you to beat this summer heat in the ultimate way with refreshing drinks at 7 Brew drive-through coffee, whether you're cooling down with a Tropic Thunder Lemonade frozen chiller or maybe the frozen pink Paradise Lemonade. They're all about spreading good vibes and ice-cold sunshine with every order in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. They help to bring our good neighbor of the day along with SRM Concrete. They supply a drink of choice, and today that goes to Richard Clark, the SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day, for being a shining example of what it truly means to be a good neighbor. Richard Clark today is getting that free drink from 7 Brew, and SRM Concrete brings us the good neighbor. Nationally known, locally grown, that's SRM Concrete, and they're deeply committed to honoring the neighbors who make our community a better place to call home. You can help us recognize a local hero as Good Neighbor of the Day. Just text NEIGHBOR to 615-893-1450 or head to WGNSradio.com/goodneighbor to get those in, and we'll take care of it from there. Also, want to remind you that the Wake Up Crew is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Did you know that Sharing Change has given back over $12 million to local nonprofits? Your spare change really does add up. Learn more at sharingchange.org.
Time for the dad joke of the day.
Replay.
John, I don't know if you heard, but I broke up with my girlfriend Lorraine because I was seeing another girl named Clara Lee.
Really?
Yeah, good news is I can see Clara Lee now. The Lorraine is gone.
Replay.
For it now. We're not doing a Friday, are we?
No, this is it.
There you go. About a 4.5 for the week. It's been a long time. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'll take it. Dalton
will be back Monday.
Yeah, it'll all change then. Well, one thing that we want to do before we get out of here is another salute to America's 250th. And here's an invention that we all can't live without now, it seems, as we wrap up.
Right now, somewhere in the world, a doctor is reading a patient's test results on a screen. A soldier is video calling his kids from the other side of the planet. A teenager in rural Texas is watching a lecture from a professor at MIT. 8 billion people connected instantly to each other and to virtually the sum total of human knowledge. It is the most extraordinary communication network ever built. It has rewritten commerce, medicine, education, and the way human beings find each other across distance and time. It has put more information in the palm of your hand than existed in every library on Earth just 50 years ago. And it started with 2 letters. In 1969, the United States Defense Department needed a communications network that could survive a nuclear attack. Not one central hub that could be destroyed in a single strike, but something distributed, redundant, and unstoppable. A web of connections so tangled and widespread that no single missile could bring it down. They built it. They called it ARPANET. And on October 29, 1969, a computer scientist at UCLA named Charlie Klein sat down at his terminal and attempted to send the very first message across the network to Stanford. The message was supposed to say, "Log in." The system crashed after 2 letters, LO. That was it, the grand opening of what would become the nervous system of human civilization. 2 letters and a crash, a handful of engineers staring at a screen in a university basement in Los Angeles with absolutely no idea what they had just started. Nobody planned for this. Nobody dreamed this big. They were solving a military problem and accidentally handed the entire human race a new way to exist. From 2 letters in a basement to the whole world in your pocket, only in America. Happy 250th. Lo and behold.
I like that. Lo and behold. That's how the internet started. It's kind of crazy. All right. Well, John, hope you have a wonderful 4th of July, and we're back at it on Monday morning.
All right. I will see you then.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. An extreme heat warning continues. Sunny and hot today. A few mid to late afternoon showers and storms are possible in the area. Highs top out near 100 degrees, with heat index values approaching 110. Winds east-northeast around 5 miles per hour. And then